Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, April 11th, 2025. It is 11:02 a.m. here in Texas. I'm coming to you from the offices of the Most Metal Production, but also standing outside El Arroyo in Austin, where I'm going to welcome my guest, Megafauna from Austin. Welcome to the show, Will and Danny. Howdy.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. Will, you play bass, and Danny, you sing and play guitar in the what'd you call it? And then we can still see is that your drummer on the bottom right?
That's our other guitarist.
Oh, that's
Other
yeah.
guitarist, yeah. So he's virtually here.
Totally. Yeah.
Synthesizer master.
The science wizard.
The science wizard. So yeah, thanks for joining me on a Friday morning, guys.
Of course.
Yeah,
pleasure.
it's great to be here. Uh-oh.
I hear children.
There are children around.
Richie, I have an interview.
Hey, that's what happens when we go live. Anything can happen. So Will, while Danny's taking care of that, why don't you tell us a little bit about the band?
Well, we've been a band since 2008.
Yeah. We started the band together.
Yeah.
I moved here from New York City and
Well, we had a couple songs of her original songs already written. And I got you.
It's okay.
So she had a few of her original songs from like an older incarnation of this group in New York. And when she moved here, we started working with 3 or 4 of those and looking for drummers and stuff. And then we just, pretty quickly just started writing our own stuff. But yeah, some of those old guys still pop back up occasionally at our shows.
Okay. Do they jump on stage or did they just there to support you?
Oh, no, I meant like the old songs.
Okay. Do you run a daycare center?
I don't. So my nanny let me know at the last minute that she can't come in. And he got his tonsils out. I know, I'm so sorry. He got his tonsils out a week ago, so he's not at school. So, and I'm a single mom. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So
no reason to apologize. That's amazing. That's amazing. You are a kick-ass singer, guitarist in a great band. You're a full-time lawyer and a single mom. I got to give you the kudos for taking care of all of that business. And again, thank you both for taking the time to be here with me this morning.
Thank you so much, Rob. Yeah, it's great to be chatting with you.
Yeah, I was introduced to you by Jackie from the Bright Light Social Hour. I did an interview with them, and they said, "Hey, you should talk to Danny. You like because I mentioned I like bands with female front people,
Yeah.
There's nothing weird or creepy about it. I just like the way it sounds,
Really.
Mm-hmm.
So and I, I'm close to my mom, so I value women, unlike a lot of people in the state, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah.
So when I saw that song, Jackie sent me the video for Leftist Heart before it was public, and I was like, I have a Leftist Heart.
Yes. Totally. Me too. That's why I wrote that. And yeah, the lyrics are like, it's a play on like left his heart.
Yeah.
And the title's Leftist Heart. So anyway, but
yeah, because you wrote it about an ex-lover, right?
Ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Ex-boyfriend,
I mean, loosely inspired. Like all my lyrics are pretty abstract and like kind of imagistic and, mysterious even to me often. So like there's not always that much of a narrative thread, but that was the feeling. It was like a breakup, definitely a breakup song, breakup lyrics. Yeah. So
well, art is subjective. So you could make something and it could mean something to you, but it could mean something completely else to something. It could mean something to someone else completely differently.
Totally. I love that. I love songs that have like multiple meanings or poetry or books that, you're not quite sure what the artist intended. And yeah, anyway.
Like for me, my all-time favorite band is Faith No More. And cool. if you listen to their lyrics, they don't mean anything. They
Right?
nothing.
Or like Stone Temple Pilots.
And Mike
Yeah.
Patton's good too.
Yeah, Mike Patton. Yeah, all of Mike Patton's stuff. None of the lyrics mean anything or make any sense.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
just sounds.
that.
It's just sounds.
And like Nirvana, you know, those lyrics are beautiful, but it's like poetry. You know, I mean, they're narrative threads, but
sure. Yeah, and so your band. How would you describe your band? We're gonna play your video in a second, but before we do that, how would you describe your band to people who haven't heard you yet?
well, I feel like psychedelic prog grunge, which
Okay.
does not roll off the tongue. It's a lot of genres, but I don't know. We're like psychedelic grunge, but then some people are like, you guys are just prog, and then other people are like, you're metal. So
Yeah, I feel like we've always just tried to be a rock band, but there's, other things we like too that kind of manage to slip their way in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you stop singing and you just start shredding, I mean, that's pretty metal.
yeah, yeah.
So what are some of your influences?
Oh my goodness, so many. Yeah.
I really like Stereolab and Air and like a lot of electro stuff.
Okay.
But also
I love Stereolab.
Like the first concert I ever went to was Pantera's last tour.
Okay.
So I've always like grown up with a lot of that too. So it all starts in there.
Will,
really
are you from Austin?
I'm from South Texas.
Okay.
Like Corpus Christi kind of.
Yeah, like Eagle Pass or something. Port Lavaca. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Houston, so I mean I go down there fairly I travel all over. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see my channel or anything, but
some of it, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Seems really fun too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, next time I'm in Austin, you guys will have to collaborate and join me on some kind of adventure.
Absolutely.
That'd be wonderful.
That'd be super
Yeah, and maybe we could if the Bright Light Social Hour are on tour, we could have just like a big fun party.
I love that.
We're playing with June 21st.
June 21st.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That'd be I'll put that on my calendar. So let's put that on the I'll put that on the calendar. So where are you guys playing? So June 21st.
With like a Grand
like Mohawk.
Okay. It's going to be a fun show for sure. Bruce and this other band, like Louvie, I think. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Worth the trip.
My influence. So I grew up. My dad was obsessed with blues. So when I was 10, I started like playing. Like I would sit in on his lessons and play like blues guitar riffs and stuff like that. Learned like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan when I was a youngster. Then my guitar teacher was like, you can write. Sorry, I'm like answering a question that maybe you didn't ask. Well, you said influences, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like, fine.
I started writing because he was like, you can just like think of random chords and put them together and make songs. So anyway, awesome. And so I started writing music, and then I got really into grunge through like my friends in high school and my sister and like watching MTV, like super, super, super into Nirvana. I read this biography about Kurt Cobain, Heavier Than Heaven, or is it Heavier Than Hell? Heavier Than Heaven, and just got obsessed with Nirvana and all those bands like Soundgarden and God, all the what other ones? Oh my God! Of course, now they're escaping me. Oh, Stone Temple Pilots and stuff like that. Not as many female. Gosh, Alanis Morissette was a very early influence. Yeah. Anyway, but then I got more into like Radiohead. Queens of the Stone Age, Bjork is a huge one. Broadcast, Stereolab, bands like that. And anyway, yeah, a lot of bands. Now I'm like a huge King Giz head.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was working at a record store from the holidays over the holiday season, and there was a customer who every time he'd come in and ask us if we had new King Gizzard records because they put out like a record every 2 months or something.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
It is.
Those guys stay busy.
Without a doubt. So how do you guys stay busy? I mean, obviously, you have a very busy private life, Danny, I know. But like as a band, how do you keep it going?
We meet every Monday at 12 and work on our new stuff. So we have like rehearsal once a week, pretty religiously. Like sometimes, like, lately we've been really good about just meeting every week and just keep writing new stuff. We tour when we can. So if anyone's looking for an opening band, we're so into that. We toured with this amazing band, Bent Knee, in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, most of what we do when we rehearse is like work on new stuff. We haven't been playing Austin shows quite as much lately. I guess because we're working on new music. So we've got like 2 songs recorded that we haven't released yet. And then we're going to the studio actually later today to record a couple more songs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like, yeah, a lot of writing going on, recording, some jamming,
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to put out like another full album?
Yeah, that's the plan. But
Eventually,
yeah. We're like releasing singles and like releasing videos as we go.
My mom's watching.
Oh.
Good morning, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Well, that's great. Well, I mean, you guys are keeping active, and that's important as a band. I just looked at that date, June 21st. That's when that same weekend is when Comic Palooza happens here in Houston.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, they usually do it in May, but they moved it to June for some reason.
Okay.
So I'm personally not gonna make that, but hopefully some people watching this will.
I hope so.
Well, there'll be more. There's always more.
Shows. Not going to be our last show.
No, it's not.
Yeah, June at the Mohawk is going to be pretty warm too.
Mm-hmm. We need to come to Houston. We haven't played Houston in a while.
Yeah,
there's some really nice venues here.
Where did we play? We played in September at White Oak Music Hall.
Yeah, that's really nice.
With Bentley, yeah. At
Where
the
you get
small room.
The small room upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hear of anyone you think would be a good fit for us there, please pass along the info.
Yeah, I mean, the White Oak Music Hall is an excellent venue. There's another smaller bar called but it's got a really cool vibe. It's kind of got an evil vibe with pentagrams and stuff, but it's called the I almost want to say Bright Light Social Hour, but that's not what it's called. It's called the Black Light. It's the Black Light Social Club. That's why it's close. Yeah. It's
crazy.
The Black Light Social Club, and it's like in the east end of town.
Cool.
My mom asked, "Am I the only one here?" I don't know, Mom. It says I've got 3 viewers right now, but again, most people will watch this later, so it's okay. But my mom's the only one commenting. my mom and me putting this on here. So there you go. You know, your mom always has to be your biggest supporter, right?
Absolutely.
So do your parents ever, like you said you're from New York? Do your parents ever come down and see any of your shows?
Well, I'm actually technically from Connecticut, which is less
New
York, but it's an hour train ride from New York City.
It's a suburb.
It's the same thing. They definitely come in. Yeah, they've seen me play a lot, a fair amount. They came out when we played like Orlando a few years ago, opening for Cursive. That was cool. And we went on a run with them. But yeah, and then they've seen us. Yeah, they've seen us play for sure. They're huge fans. So that's fun.
And Will, have you guys ever played down in Corpus Christi at like Boozers or whatever?
You know, we haven't done Corpus or Victoria actually. One of these days, but my parents have seen us play. Like they visit Austin a lot.
Okay, it's not too bad.
We actually had our drummer's mom at our last rehearsal. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. She's in town from North Carolina. We're from all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Austin is there are people from a lot of places that move to Austin because it is it's kind of a blue dot in a big red sea. It's
a little bit of a music hub for sure.
Yeah. The music capital, South by Southwest. Do you guys, my mom said, yeah, it's an hour drive from Houston to Houston, sometimes more. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing in Dallas. But so, do you guys ever participate in any South by Southwest stuff?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. It's been a second. We used to do like a lot of shows and then we just kind of stopped. I don't know. Like one year we had 12 shows or something, but
that's insane.
Yeah. I think at some point it just got a little more like stressful than the returns we were seeing from that.
Yeah, I could understand that.
And it just hasn't lined up. Like, I guess to get an official show, they're looking at like if you have a release or a tour or something.
Yeah.
And the last couple of years, it just hasn't lined up where we've had that happening at the same time as like the admissions process for that.
Right.
So I love South by, but it also is getting smaller every year.
We used to throw a show at my house every like Sunday, Bloody Sunday of South by, and have a ton of bands, like bands that we tour with, come through. That was really fun. Like sometimes like 10 bands. But yeah, we've kind of like, I don't know, we've kind of slowed down with the South by thing, to be honest. Like, but we love playing festivals. We played like Tree Ford and Shellraiser and some other festivals like around the country. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't done, I don't know. I feel like we're not really on their radar that much, like the official South by people for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool to have like a local showcase at a house. I mean, that is really the feel of Austin, house parties. Like that. Did you ever see the old movie? I think it was Slackers.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Slacker. Yeah.
Yeah, Slacker. Yeah. I mean that was a picture of a time in Austin that it was perfect, and that was like over 30 years ago, but
yeah,
or maybe 35 years ago now, but the feel is still there, in some parts.
Totally. I just saw My Morning Jacket last night, and Jim James was talking about Austin and how much he loves it. It was really cool.
How was that show?
It was great. It was freaking awesome. They jammed hard.
Where was that?
Moody Amphitheater.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fun venue because you're in a park. It's cool.
It's my favorite of all the bigger venues for sure.
Yeah.
I think I went there a long time ago, like close to 30 years ago, and saw like Pearl Jam and the Ramones. I think so. I think that sounds. No, I think that wasn't the racetrack.
Music hall. They just
maybe not.
New Moody, I guess, is Austin.
Oh, okay.
They're all like less than 10 years old.
Okay. So yeah, because I'm thinking about, because I remember seeing a show outside in Austin, but now I think about it, I think it was at like the Raceway or whatever.
Yeah. This is at Waterloo
Sounds
Park.
like a great show.
It was overwhelming. It was in summer, so it was hot.
Oh yeah.
And we were so far from the stage, like it was not that fun. And that was when they were doing the whole like Ticketmaster fighting. So they were doing their own tickets, and there were still people like bootlegging tickets. And so like there were more people there than had tickets, kind of thing. It was a nightmare. It was a total nightmare.
We got this interesting gig playing outside of the venue that Pearl Jam played at last time they came through. But that was a couple years ago, but we got tickets to see them afterwards. Those guys still rip. That was a really good show.
Oh yeah, that was insane.
I forget about that sometimes, but I was like, they kind of did the fake out where they're all just like sitting down and looking super old for 2 or 3 songs, but then they just started like shredding. It was great.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Crazy. Moody Center.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen a lot of shows, a lot of different venues in Austin, but I guess I haven't been to that one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
video of us online playing outside of it.
Okay.
Check out that very show.
All right. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. So what else do you have? You said today you're going to go work on a couple of songs.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Today's nuts.
Today's a busy day.
It's good. Yeah. So we're going to go out to Lake Travis area and work with this awesome producer engineer, Charles Godfrey, at his studio, Point West. So we're going to record a couple tunes. One of them's like pretty punk rock. The other one's like psychedelic, kind of in a weird time signature, a lot of layering and a weird tuning. I tuned the D string of my guitar down to a B, inspired by a King Gizzard, because they do that a lot.
Excuse me.
Anyway, so it's kind of like a droney thing. So that's fun.
Now I want to let me see if I can find this on here. That you had some quotes in your email. The band's primal rock sound and Neff's otherworldly vocals create an alien sound that transport listeners to new realms. BTR today.
Major alien vibes over here.
Major alien vibes.
I feel like an alien. It's true.
Clash said, the band are a universe unto themselves, with each release appearing like a solar flare across the psychedelic cosmos.
Whoa. I love that.
And then the Austin Chronicles, some of the Shredder's best work, cosmic expanse through caustic distortion and interstellar electronics.
Yes.
So I'm getting a real otherworldly vibe from you guys.
Dude, we're so into space. Thank you for saying that, because I will now, when we go into the studio today, that's a good reminder that like keep the other worlds in the music. Yeah. To channel the cosmos in these recordings.
Have you guys been to Roswell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We drove through there recently. Yeah. That place is awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Some friends of mine are getting married today, and they're actually fixing up a house in Truth or Consequences.
Oh, cool.
And I said, well, that's close to Roswell. You got to go. And they've never been. So hopefully they get to check that out soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. The alien light poster, my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool things.
Yeah. No one takes it too seriously there. That's what I like.
And everybody has alien yard art. That was my
favorite part.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah. So otherworldly. So let's take a look at your Leftist Heart video. Let's
cool.
Let me share this.
Jackie helped make that, right?
No, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, he was like the director.
Okay.
And then Hector was the cinematographer. Yeah.
Okay.
There's just 3 of us shooting it.
All right. Well, we'll do some director's commentary, or not director, but could comment. So yeah.
Producer, I think.
Left his heart in a thunder cloud.
Don't hear it.
Gave it up for a sticker pad.
Oh, how did you get the clock to say 666? That's weird. Photoshop.
That happened when we were shooting. The clock changed, and I was like,
And you're kind of like look at what he was missing, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, this might be a little too saucy for YouTube, but you end up putting the clothes on.
Clothes on? Yeah, I always have the clothes on, but yeah, the first scene was I was really leaning into that kind of thing. It was, you should have seen the cut before. We had like a really bright light. But this looks moodier and less like OnlyFans. Yeah.
And where's this?
This is on the east side somewhere. I think it was on East 12th Street. Like there's a bunch of abandoned buildings there. And so the editor, Oswaldo Flores, made it so that there was like 5 of me there. And we had balloons that my mom had sent. Go to the set. And like you got the contact, like the birthday balloons, celebrating death. Death of America, whatever. There's a lot of meaning there. Yeah.
What cemetery was this?
I'd have to look at the name of it.
Okay. In East Austin?
Yeah, I can look up the name of it.
No, don't let the balloons go. No.
And we didn't actually let them go.
That's littering. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, we would never do that. Heck no.
I love just getting down in the graveyard.
Yes. Oh, totally. I'm a dancer. Like I have a dance background. That was a big part of my
It's a real frantic kind of dance too.
It's very frantic. It's like This was so fun to shoot and just like freak out. It was nice that it was cold, but it was fun to have that jacket. It really was cold.
I can see you have nice coats on.
Yeah.
Oh, and then headbang it.
Freaking out. So that was weird. That the like whatever you call that, the thing on the door, it made a heart. There was
The
two
lock,
hearts
the chain,
right
yeah.
below. And there's a heart. See, there's a heart on the in the graffiti,
Yeah.
which was just a total coincidence, like a happy accident.
And he's just you shredding.
Yep. Yeah. I like that shot.
Yeah.
It was really fun to shoot. And that was right at sunset, you know, so we had that kind of golden light,
Yeah, the golden hour.
golden hour. Freaking out. This part was fun to record too, just like a wall of feedback.
So where was the rest of the band?
You know, we just right? They weren't there. We just decided like let's just like bust this out just with me, like a skeleton crew, just like Danny, Jackie, and Hector. And because honestly, scheduling, the hardest part of being in a band in our band is scheduling. Everyone works completely different days. Like we would have had to put it out like
It's no accident that we meet Monday at 12.
yeah.
It's like the only time of the week all four of us are free.
Yeah, people have to like cancel work, and you know, he has a kid and I have a kid, so yeah, it's just bananas. So yeah, most of our videos, almost actually every video has the whole band in it, I think, except that one. So I did feel a little like, oh my gosh, I'm being, you know, whatever. But it was just, it wouldn't have been able to happen if we had the whole band. And this way we didn't like set up, you know, anyway, we've done a lot of videos with like the full band playing the song in various studios and stuff like that. But this was just like super low budget, few hours, just busted out kind of vibe, minimal story. The devil graced us with his presence through the clock. So that was like the guide. No, I don't know.
All hails, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that was just like we've got a ton of other videos I can send you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have them all on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me link that. I'm not sure if I linked it in the description here. So it's at Megafauna Music. Thank you for not being at Megafauna 94273.
No.
You're welcome.
You took the 2 seconds to go in and make the actual tag name and not just.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have a small random tidbit. So we met. Guess how we met? We met on Craigslist.
Okay.
Yeah, before that was scary.
So what section of Craigslist?
Music. Yeah. But yeah. He was the first, so I was like, I'm moving here from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. I want to start, like to start a band. And I had an album from my band in New York, Local Melons. And we just met and like right away we clicked. And then, we basically been in a band ever since with some, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't sketchy. Yeah, I mean that was where people would find band people.
Yeah.
And that was like the only thing in like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys, I know you're busy. You have busy lives. You got to get to the studio. You got to take care of your kid. You wanted to keep it around 30 minutes. So here we go. We're at 29. I don't want to keep you much longer, but is there anything else you want people to know about Megafauna?
We just want to say thank you guys for listening today and for continuing to listen to our music and come out to shows. And we love you and we love doing this. So, yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, they're playing June 21st at the Mohawk. It might be warm, so thankfully the Mohawk has plenty of cold beverages to keep you cool. And you've got new music coming out, so check out. I guess you're all over social media.
Yeah.
And there's more stuff coming.
Yeah, I listen. I don't have Spotify. I have an iPhone, so I use Apple Music.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were on there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have new song coming out pretty soon.
Yeah. We've actually got a couple more already recorded. We're just in the finishing processes.
All right, guys. Well, I'll let you get on with your day. But thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Rob.
having us.
All right. If you guys want to hang out backstage for a minute, I'm going to say goodbye to the guests, to the viewers.
Let's do it.
All
Cool.
right. Oop, okay. Whoop, hey, that's me. Let's make myself big. Hey, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Megafauna from Austin, Texas. If you saw my video yesterday with Our Chronicle, there were only 10 people that saw it before he asked me to take it down. It was because he felt weird. So that's why that interview is not there anymore. I'm going to a wedding today, so I'm not going to vlog that, but I might go to a museum and make a video there that is by the wedding. So I've not made a video. You'll see. So make sure you're subscribed. You want to see a cool museum. I'll put that up later, maybe. Tomorrow, I'm going to the Houston Art Car Parade VIP it with my mom. They gave me press credentials for that. And then directly after that, me and mom are going to see the Houston Dash take on Angel City FC in the National Women's Soccer League. They gave me tickets for that to make a video for you guys. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of content coming out. I'm not sure when I'm going to interview another band next, but I hope you're here with me. Anytime I go live, hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when I go live or post a new video. So until the next time, tschüss!